So we are here today because from one China girl to another, I really, it has been on my mind to talk to you about the influence of Chinese culture in Jamaican cuisine, but like not even just cuisine, like in Jamaica, in the Jamaican experience. And I feel like I thought it was so appropriate for the both of us to talk because I feel like we're Chinese, but like
we're not
Chinese, you know?
Yeah, I'm hearing you speak now and I'm a little like, oh dear. Because anybody who knows me knows that I always say I'm the worst Chinese person because I don't really know as much as I should.
No, same.
Or could. And it's bad.
Yeah.
But it's come through a very honest experience.
Yeah.
It's just how life was set up.
Yeah, same.
And I'm eager to learn more and I want to hear more, but I feel like it's always just I don't know, it feels like something that's just outside of who I am.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I totally, and I relate. Because I
Yeah.
feel like, so for me, like my father's side of the family is very Chinese, but my grandfather, which is who is he's from China. Or he was from China, R.I.P. And so he died when my father was like 12. So I feel like I would have gotten more if I would have known him. But then it was like by the time he passed away, my father then also would have been a little bit distanced from the Chinese culture.
That's exactly right, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like by the time I came around, it was very there, but not really there.
Yeah.
You know?
So similar for me, my grandmother on my dad's side is first generation Jamaican-Chinese. So her parents would have come from China. And she would have been first generation Jamaican Chinese. But then she was kind of distanced from her family when my dad was really young. And so I always say that she's like really real Jamaican. Like she never spoke much Hakka. She never, I mean, she always cooked Chinese food but she also cooked like curry oxtail.
Yeah.
Like Jamaican cuisine was a big part of her repertoire, so to speak. But Tessie and I especially are the baby grands. So my dad is the youngest of her children. Okay. And we are the youngest of my dad's children. So we got the least amount of time with our grandmother.
Right.
Who I just remember kind of, I guess she would, be cooking and always making the most delicious things, but also she was an older grandmother.
Yeah.
I don't remember her as like a young grandma, like in the kitchen doing stuff, but she was just different too, you know, like she was like I don't know, she was a pro Chinese woman, but she was a pro Jamaican woman too.
Yes, I'd say the same for my grandma too. Yeah. So my grandma on that same side, she's actually like, I don't know if she's first generation Chinese Jamaican either, but she looks Chinese.
Right.
But she I think that side of the family comes from Saint Elizabeth too. So she looks Chinese, but I know her siblings are darker skinned. So clearly there was some mixing going on. And so she was actually my neighbor for like the first 6 years of my life. So most of my Chinese food experiences would have come from her being my neighbor.
Right.
Her grandma cooking. But just likewise, it wasn't always straight Chinese things.
Yeah, or strictly authentic.
Yeah, no.
It would be like a ginger scallion fish head.
Yes! Oh my gosh, yes!
With
I actually hated that, by the way. I did not like fish head when I was younger. I did not like fish head when I was younger.
That's crazy.
But yeah, like things like that, for sure, I do remember.
Like she would make the baddest cow cod soup also. Or she would make like I would walk in the house and smell like canned fish. Like I don't know if you've ever smelled that. It's the worst smelling thing. No, it makes the whole house smell crazy. But she loved to cook. Right. And her favorite thing was to watch you eat the food she cooked.
Oh yes. Oh my grandma.
Yeah.
Everything was TJ hungry? TJ want some food? Like, tell TJ ever come over, have some joke for you.
Oh, I love joke.
One thing about my
Yeah.
family, them love a joke. They love
And
joke.
by the way, every Friday night, my grandmother would cook a meal for all of the children to come together and eat. All
that's
of the
nice.
the grands, the children, the aunts, uncles, every Friday. But again, it wasn't just like what I grew up calling stick and wire, which is like a glass noodle. But then you know the other one that looked like a
Interesting.
stick.
No.
And then
Oh, tell me, you're teaching
I don't
me
know what that
something
is,
here.
but it was like made with like a brown stew chicken.
Interesting.
You know, and then she'd also have like fried chicken
Right.
and rice and
Yes,
peas, and
yes,
so it was never
yes.
like strictly
Yes.
just straight Chinese, as you
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
which
it
I
was
think
never.
is the best of
It's
both
really
worlds.
Jamaican-Chinese.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure. So, a little less on food.
Okay.
And something
Oh,
that's...
man.
I know, no, so, don't worry, we'll go circle back.
Yes.
But something that I was curious to ask you, because it was definitely something kind of weird for me growing up as like a Chinese Jamaican who, like, my mother is also dark-skinned. And so it was weird because I felt like I was in this kind of like in between to me, because it's like I'm not really Chinese, but then I'm not really on the outside black either. And people growing up going to school, people would call me whitey, and I'm like, I'm not white.
Yes.
And so it was just like this really weird thing. And then what made it worse was when I went to college. And literally, I remember somebody asking me, why is your name Chung and you're not Chinese? Because to me, as like a Blasian, in America, I look Hispanic. So a lot of people think I'm like from like Dom Rep or
Right.
something like that.
Interesting.
So it's a very weird identity situation.
Agreed.
And I was curious what your experiences were like growing
Yeah,
up in
and
Jamaica.
I think even just within my family, I am probably the least Asian looking. With 5 of us.
Yeah.
And so that was always highlighted very early in my life. Like it was a thing.
Yeah.
And then I know what you mean. There's this sense of that you don't belong to anything or any
Yes.
part of yourself. And certainly being mixed race can come with like a lot of different, what's the word I'm looking for? It can be confusing.
Yeah.
Because as you said, you don't really even belong to yourself.
Yeah. No, it's weird.
And so I was never able to fully claim that I was Chinese because I didn't really, and still it's hard for me to identify with that part of myself. So yes, it's a part of my makeup, but I didn't grow up with this strong like Chinese pride.
Yeah.
But then so the way it is in my family, my dad is Chinese, mixed Chinese. I think there's even like some Portuguese there, it's mix up.
Ooh.
And then on my mom's side, it's mixed again. Her mother was a white woman from England, and her father was a black man from Jamaica. But then mix up again. And then so there's this idea that, by the time it comes down to like my mom and dad marrying each other, like they create this whole other thing.
Yeah.
But going to school, you're right, it was very tricky. What was tricky for me is when I moved to England.
Yes, so that's what I was going to ask you, because I know you spent some time in England.
Spent some time in England in a very predominantly white space. So I wasn't
Right.
like in London where it's very diverse or anywhere that was real diverse. It really wasn't. And that was another identity crisis all over again, because I just all of a sudden was faced with this reality that I wasn't white.
Right.
So you leave Jamaica and you're not this, and then you go there and you're not that, and
yeah.
you're like, well, who am I?
Yeah.
And it's a very confusing
weird.
thing, and
It's weird.
I don't feel like it's validated enough.
No.
I think people kind of look at you and they're just like, well, at least blah, blah, blah,
At least you're brown.
yeah, or something. And it's a very unique experience.
Yeah.
And I would say something that I didn't realize was important, except for in like the last 15 years, was the importance of representation.
Yeah.
And how little we saw ourselves reflected back to
Yes,
us
so
growing up.
my sister and I spoke about that just the other day, because we're like, my sister and I don't see ourselves in anything. I think the other day, a series on Hulu came out, Black Cake, which has a Chinese Jamaican girl. She's the lead, and we watched it together, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the first time where I feel like I've ever seen somebody who looks and speaks
Yeah.
like me.
I would even just go for the looks, like meaning to speak like I know going to be a stretch, you know. But it's not represented back to us in the beauty industry.
No.
Well, especially as a young girl, a young teenager, a young woman. Now I feel like things are changing more. I mean, have you seen the latest Bridgerton? I was like,
Oh, yes.
I was like, oh my God. I mean, first of all, Bridgerton just takes the cake with diversity.
They do, yeah. They're doing a great job.
It is even something like I remember one time being approached to like enter Miss Jamaica, for example, like when I was a younger girl. And I absolutely would not, because I was like, no, I didn't feel like that was something that I could do because I'd never even seen that.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
and
I
so
get you.
I know there's like always a lot of talk around beauty queens and what they look like and who has a title. But I'm always like, I've never, and I think there was maybe one or two in way back, I've never seen an Asian Miss Jamaica. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Well, not Asian, but maybe more Chinese, because like Lisa Hannah is Indian.
Sorry, Chinese,
Yeah.
Jamaican.
But
That's what I mean.
but
Like
I
I've
feel
never
I get
seen.
you.
So that's kind of like a little mind thing that happens to you because we're again, it's not. Is it that it's not? We're not considered beautiful then.
Yeah.
Like I know it's
No,
one of those things that as young women we grow up with thinking, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. For sure.
And to move on to that, or to move on from that, I didn't realize at the time, but now I can more understand what it meant when I started out in music.
So I was just gonna say, for me growing up,
Yeah.
like you and Tessan were that representation for me.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like, tell me all if you couldn't sing.
Yeah,
All if I
yeah,
auto
we're
tune.
thinking.
I was like, Tommy is Chinese Jamaican.
yeah.
I am Chinese Jamaican. Tommy
Yeah.
name start with T. My
Yeah,
name start with T. Like, you
Last
know?
name start with CH.
So it
Yeah.
was very, I must say, I definitely think growing up and watching you, I
Yeah.
definitely had a connection.
For sure. But that's something that we didn't realize.
Yeah.
When we were doing music, it didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah. Because those conversations also weren't really happening back then.
No, and everything I'm talking to you about now, it's not that I wasn't necessarily thinking about it then, but this is the impact that things like that have on you, which is why representation is so important, and not just as it pertains to our ethnicities, but as it pertains to people who are differently abled. Like it's all types of things that it's important for us to see ourselves reflected back to us in every industry.
Yeah, because even just like doing the content creation thing, I mean, I get it very often. People assume that I'm not Jamaican when I pop up on their phone. And especially, I guess, I don't speak patois, like,
All the
you
time.
know, like all the time. So I do get a lot, like I've gotten comments before where people are like, why is this girl talking like she know Jamaica?
Wow.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
yes, I'm a born and grow, like, you know.
But then
so,
again, that's a deep rooted like belonging thing that I've had to like work through.
Yes.
Because like we said, growing up in the in between
it's weird.
It can leave you feeling like you don't belong anywhere.
Yeah.
And you're not accepted fully in any group. Because I always felt that too, even with the Chinese community. I'm like, I don't feel fully aligned or accepted, or I don't really understand. So it's like asking me to, you know, what's when me go China? And I said, wait there. First of all, nobody even would associate us with being Chinese or anything. Because like I went with Tessie and I was like, yeah, girl, you gonna see your people.
I feel like if I go over there, I definitely would just be like, people would be like,
they would never even think of you as Chinese ever.
Yeah.
Not for a second.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't even cross their minds. That was a big wake up call as well. And
I want to go to China.
And a reminder that, you know, like Jamaica is my home.
Yep.
This is where I am from.
This little rock is 100%.
Yeah, I don't know what my DNA says about my heritage and how far back and where it goes, but yes,
right,
I made
it. So on that same note now, bringing it back to food.
Yes.
Bringing it back to food. So I do feel like there are some things as well that I would have, like, I grew up having, and, you know, in your mind, you think that they're normal.
Like mooncake.
Until you realize, like, you talk to people in your later life,
They've
and
never
you're
had
like,
that.
for me, there could not be a family gathering without pork and yam.
I hate pork and yam.
I like the pork, I don't
Tessie
like the yam.
love it. Yes.
I give the yam to my father, but like, and you know, it's not pork and yam, it's pork and yam.
Pork and yam.
Pork and yam.
Yep.
And so like little things like that,
Or even when we're sick, the first thing that we get handed is what in my family, and different
Let me
families
hear
call it
yours.
different
Let me
things.
hear
So we
yours.
call it white soup, and white soup is pak gam jai. So it's like, is that what it's called? It's chicken boiled in just water and whole heap of ginger, whole heap of scallion, and a little salt, and you serve it over rice.
For me, it was wine soup.
So that's my chicken and wine.
Yeah,
You
yes.
say you have different names for it?
yes.
Chicken and wine is if you are dying.
Well, that wine soup for us was any little thing.
Yeah. So-
Any little thing
So
is
wine soup for us was if you just had a baby. If you are coming out of hospital,
Yeah.
like if you need for bill back.
Fair.
Or if it was just a special meal.
Yeah.
Like, but it wasn't something we had regular. But like white soup, you could have that all week too.
Right.
But if you're getting a little sniffly, and it makes sense, it's all that ginger.
Yeah.
It's a chicken broth, which
Bit-
is
and like
loaded.
what people call like the whole bone broth thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's major with that.
Yeah.
And just the good fats, and then you have it over a bowl of rice. You can put some pak choy in there, whole heap of pepper.
Yeah.
I love that we do that because I always think about that like soy sauce with Scotch bonnet.
but that's such
That's
a,
like
I feel like that's the
main-
epitome of Chinese Jamaica.
It is. It
Because
is.
they're not doing that
You're
in
not
China.
finding that over there.
What
Yeah.
I find funny too is that like, so we'll talk about, okay, like when you're sick, yes, you're getting wine soup, but my grandma is also sopping down my head with white rum.
100%. Or lima
So it's like it was like this very, very true Chinese Jamaican experience that I
Yes.
feel like a lot of people don't know, and I
Yes.
didn't growing up in it. I thought everybody was doing this. I
Yeah.
thought everybody was drinking wine soup.
Yes.
I thought everybody had fa chung and rice.
Duh.
I thought everybody knew what pork and yam was. You know, like
Juk.
Juk.
Juk,
Yeah.
Which if you go, but then call it kanji,
Kanji,
which
yeah.
I guess is a different name for it. But
Yeah.
juk might have been, is that a Hakka name?
It might be Hakka name.
I don't know. But juk was, but also now, being married to Wayne, and I that was a big wake up call for me because I was like,
How was that? How was that transition?
well, first of all, I met Wayne as a non-foodie. Wayne
Really?
used to eat just to stay
For
alive.
sustenance.
Yeah, like I live to eat. There's a
Oh.
difference. Yeah.
You see?
So
Chinese,
Yes.
name start with T, last name
yeah,
CH.
we're
fully.
going. Hello. At the end of this.
We're sisters.
Yeah, exactly.
I am matching.
Yeah, but I come from a foodie family. That's
Yeah,
so
same,
that Friday
same.
night dinner was all about my grandmother walking around watching us eat.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's so funny because my dad does the same thing. My dad, his favorite thing
By
to
the
do.
way, Tommy, I love
Yeah,
when your father is in the
Me
videos.
too.
I
Me
feel like
too.
I'm watching my uncle for real.
yeah.
I love it.
That's the other thing. I feel like so my dad is a classic, quintessential Jamaican-Chinese.
I feel like your father and my father would really get along.
Yeah, you see, like there's a kindred spirit vibe there.
Yes.
But again, I don't see men like my dad
A lot.
A lot.
No, same.
So, and in the representation that is the Chinese Jamaican, maybe it's often like I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what the archetype is, but
Yeah.
my dad is that guy.
Yeah.
And it means that he grew up speaking mostly patois.
Same.
Um,
My dad,
He'll,
same.
English only when you
Yeah.
go church and you have to talk to people, but that's his love language.
Yeah. Love to eat food.
Love to eat, very hardworking.
Yes.
Just to share him in that way, I know that other people see their family members in him. So like on TikTok now, when you see like all of these like families, they might be in other countries now, but they're Chinese Jamaican. Oh, you know who's a big one for me? Sparks, DJ
Yes,
Sparks.
DJ Sparks.
Her mom. When I used to
I've
see her
seen her,
mom,
yes.
I would say, "Oh my God, she's just like my family. Like she
Yeah.
sounds like my family. She speaks just like my auntie.
Yes, yes.
Like they say the same things." And that was such like there's more of us.
Yeah, yeah.
Because for a long time too, you just feel like
It's just you
It's just us because I
and your
don't have
family.
a large Chinese family.
Yeah.
Meaning I only know my cousins, my aunts, and my uncles.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody beyond that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
small.
And to me, like, even going to school, like, all of my friends who were Chinese
Oh, they were really
felt
Chinese
more
for me.
Chinese
Yeah,
than
man.
me.
No, them
Like,
did Chinese.
my hair, look at my hair. Like, all
Yeah,
of them had,
yeah.
like, dead straight
Straight hair,
Chinese.
yeah.
The eyes were
Or
all,
they
you
were
know?
getting like Chinese things and
Yes.
their mother could
They were
maybe
going to
speak.
CBA.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So again, it was a weird in between because like my mom, she wasn't Chinese. So she was meaning, you know, it's just
Yeah.
anyway, we did as I said win.
Yeah.
I've never really to eat the food, right? For just eat the food. He was just like, we have to eat breakfast. And so slowly but surely just kind of worked him into like some, you know, like he
Yeah.
had never had Indian food when we met.
Really?
He had never had like authentic Indian
food.
food. No, mind you, we were in our 20s.
Yes.
You know, if you, like most Jamaican born and grow, they're not really venturing
They're not
into
adventurous.
other,
No,
yeah.
no.
And the
It's
only
fried
reason
chicken, curry goat, oxtail, brown stew
got
chicken,
it.
ackee and saltfish.
it's
That's it.
different now.
Yes.
But back when I was in my 20s,
It was even.
the only reason I would even touch Indian food that way is because of my exposure to it because of living in England.
Right.
Make sense?
Right. Yeah.
So, and then if you don't have exposure to something, it's harder to move towards
Yep,
it.
exactly.
Remember, we never have TikTok, we never have Instagram.
It was very insular.
It was very
You were just
insular.
in Jamaica.
I don't know if people can really wrap their minds around that,
Yeah.
you know? And so if you didn't travel a lot, which he did, but you tend to just stick to what you know.
Especially when you're in a foreign country by yourself.
And you know,
just,
need no running belly.
Yeah.
While you're the pan
Yeah,
the
and
road.
in pan show and pan tour. In belly can't run when you have to
and
sing.
food is not his...
Native.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not like his way of like exploring a place.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, I get to somewhere and I'm like, please, let's eat something from here.
So my boyfriend is the same.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, when I go, like we went to Mexico the other day and there was a man selling tacos he was driving like a bicycle and he had an igloo on
We
the back
have
of the
to
bicycle.
try.
And I was like, yeah, me that. And he was
Yes,
like,
no,
what is wrong
we're
with
going
you?
to get something. You're going to get more than tacos, Tiana.
So I literally had my taco and he was just on the side like.
Yeah, waiting on a fruit plate.
Yeah.
But no, he loves the food now. Like wine soup is one of his favorites.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, he loves all the food that my dad cooks. Like, you know, everything from the ginger scallion fish head to the
Yeah.
mala chicken to him love joke. Well, that's odd.
That's a soundbite.
He does. But you know, he's into it now and he tries things. And you know, even when I make things, he's like, you know, I can do a Chinese dinner night. Like I
Yeah.
can do a nice ramen even, which is not Chinese, but
I know.
you know, I can move into other things
Asian.
and they're like, yeah, they love it. So
yeah.
I love that for
Yeah.
us.
So I'm glad you say that. So, because I feel like one thing that sparked me asking you to be on this was because I have seen some of your content move in that direction. I mean, the thing that stood out to me most was when and you and I spoke about confinement because you posted about Chinese confinement.
The wine soup.
The wine soup.
It went crazy.
Yeah.
People are like, what is this
Yes.
yuckiness?
Yeah, funny. What's so funny is after that, I told my boyfriend, I was like, if we have kids, just letting you know, I am doing Chinese confinement. I will be bedridden.
Yeah.
And
100%.
100%.
And you need to know how to make this.
You
and
need
it's
to,
easy
yeah.
enough for you to do
Yeah,
it.
exactly. And then obviously the other day you made your waterless chicken.
Yeah. But can I say something real quick? I know
Sure.
you're going to get into your question.
Sure.
I don't think people know, like, even posting things like that, how vulnerable it feels.
Yeah.
To share something that's totally what I would say the Jamaican culture or Jamaican part of us would look at and be like,
Yeah, no, I
and
know.
how vulnerable it was to actually like share it.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize how vulnerable it was until after when I had to now hear everybody's
Opinion.
comments about it and how awful it actually is to do that about
Yeah.
people's cultures and
Because
food.
and all of the comments are not positive.
No.
Yeah.
And
So that honestly, that's really what I was gonna
Yeah.
ask you. How did that feel? And in a way, do you feel like, obviously, so that's like the vulnerable side of it. But do you, in a way, feel like it's reclaiming that identity,
Yeah.
like taking up that space that we weren't so sure we existed in
Sure.
before?
Sure. There was that too, because I'm like, I'm not gonna say it, I'm not Chinese. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really know how to make this soup. I
Yeah.
don't. My mom makes that soup, by the way, because she
Yeah.
was taught by my grandmother. Because she had to know how to make these things, because my father loved them food there.
Yeah.
So, vulnerable, yes. Reclaiming and stepping into that part of myself, yes. Helping other people to be exposed to new things, yes.
I'm all about the education.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Yeah.
Flat out saying I don't know all the things or have it right. Even when like I make the waterless chicken, I have a laugh because like I have this little box of soup mix. Me don't know why in that box they will favor twig and twine, so. But me just know something for dash it in anything. Me don't know why the goji berry in it, but me just had throw it in.
Yeah.
I wish I could sit here and say to you,
Tell you
boy,
why. Yeah.
And so there is some power in that too, in being able to say, I don't know why, but I'm willing to learn.
Yeah.
And it tastes good.
It tastes good. And you've been having it all your life and it's still alive.
And by the way, it won't taste good to everybody. There's that.
Yes.
So like even like a couple people, my favorite thing is when after the wine soup saga, so many people came up to me and they were like, you know, we tried it. And no, a lot of people loved it.
Okay, great.
The people who loved it, you're my people.
Hey.
Because what's not to love? If you already, by the way, I didn't even know you could drink Stone's ginger wine. I thought it was strictly for cooking.
Yes,
I had
literally.
no idea that you could just like
that started
drink
that
it.
conversation too, because after you posted that video, I went to a rainforest event and Stones had a booth, and I went up to the booth and they were offering it like in a wine glass, and I was like, you can drink this?
Yes, I did not know.
I thought this was a cooking ingredient.
Yeah.
You know, like cooking wine?
100%. And that made me think about our grandparents, our great grandparents who came here and couldn't find the things that they needed, and how they came to supplement their normal wine that they would cook with. Because I'm sure if we take the Stone's ginger wine and go cook it at China right now, they're like, what are you doing?
No.
This tastes crazy.
My auntie will actually say, like, for them, my auntie who is significantly older than my dad, so she was closer to my grandpa. She will tell you Stones is what she used when she can't find her wine.
Right.
So it's like her backup. It's not her preferred one.
Right.
So she's very, very clear that like this is
don't,
not the right way.
I don't want the right way. That's the thing. We've created this whole new thing that is beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like our parents coming together and here we are. Like it's a whole new thing.
Yeah.
But it's valid.
It's poetic.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay, so moving into that too, I love how the conversation is just flowing into all of the points that I have.
All right.
So a thing that my friends and I have spoken about before is how Jamaicans love Chinese food.
What is that?
And when we think about the definition of Jamaican food, like just thinking about what is Jamaican food, you never think about Chinese food in that conversation. But
interesting.
But
you
a
should.
Jamaican will tell you that you have to try Jamaican Chinese food.
100%.
You know, and
a whole new thing.
It's a whole new thing, and it's so popular. I don't think there's any Jamaican that don't like little noodle, like a sweet and sour chicken, like a mala chicken, chicken and black bean,
like a chow mein,
you know. So it's an interesting thing because I feel like it is so integral to our Jamaican experience.
So Jamaican. It's so Jamaican.
But at the same time, it's not. Like, it's this separate entity.
Fine.
While still being very Jamaican.
One of my favorite
weird.
things ever is a box lunch, but of Chinese food.
Yes.
Do you remember T-Sangs?
Yes.
T-Sangs is still a thing, right?
I think so.
I
can't tell you when last I got there.
Me either, but let me tell you something. When we were kids and we would leave church and we needed that nice, affordable box lunch situation, nothing did it like a Chinese takeout. Even now, if I'm on the road and we're trying to get something quick, nothing sweet weighing more than when I say, yo, I could just order a Chinese lunch.
There's something about it.
There is.
There's
and again, we have created a whole new cuisine. So you're not getting chow mein, sweet and sour, mala chicken the way you do here anywhere else.
Yeah,
Definitely not in China.
You're not,
But
for
definitely
sure.
nowhere in America.
For sure.
Or in Europe, really.
For sure.
It's a whole different palette.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it should be in the conversation. I do believe Chinese food should be in the Jamaican
Food conversation.
food conversation.
Yes.
It has earned its spot.
I agree.
For sure.
Before we move on, we're going to go get some food so, can buy I can treat for my cats. I can feed my cats. We're going to feed my cats right now. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And
We
then
are
an ad would
not
play.
going to eat the cats.
We're not going to eat it.
This is a tricky ad, y'all. This is a tricky ad.
I have that to talk about.
Okay,
I have
good,
the cats
good,
to talk
good.
about. We're so rich cats. I can do that one more
Yeah.
time. What am I saying? We're going to go buy some cat food.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we continue,
Yeah.
we're going to buy some cat food for my
Ooh.
cats. How many bites does it take to get to the center of a yummy cinnamon roll? Trick question. None. See the center here. I've got the inside scoop that Yummy has been in the lab testing and perfecting their cinnamon rolls to make them even better than before. And it's not just about the cinnamon rolls. It's about the whole Yummy experience. If you haven't noticed, Yummy looks a little different on the shelf. It's more vibrant. It's begging to be grabbed, and that's because Yummy has been committed to making your snacking experience even yummier. From before you even open the bag, Yummy has been a part of your kitchen, your lunch kit, your gas station grab for over 6 years. And just like us, they keep leveling up, leveling up. And that's on what? Yummy. Period. And we're back.
All right.
Okay, so on the same topic of Jamaica-Chinese food, what I found interesting, so I was doing some research for this, right? And Chef, I don't know if you know Andre Fowles.
Of course.
Yes. Chef, big up yourself.
Love what he's
Big up
doing.
yourself, Andre.
He just did a whole cookbook and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes, he's amazing. But he did an interview in 2021 with Thrillist, which is a publication, a US-based publication. And I think he did a pop-up with a Jamaican-Chinese restaurant in, might have been Toronto, I think. And so he was talking to the magazine and he was like, rice and peas is Chinese. Because...
Oh, girl, you better be careful.
I know, but think about it.
I'm just kidding.
Rice was not a part of the mainstay Jamaican diet until Chinese people came here.
That would make sense.
Rice and peas did not exist until Chinese people brought rice here. And I was like, that is crazy. Because before then, we were eating ground provisions.
Right,
That
of
was
course,
it.
yeah.
It was just ground provisions.
Yeah.
And then indentureship happened.
Yeah.
And
We brought a lot of rice.
we brought a lot of rice. And there was...
And you're welcome.
Rice and peas! Crazy. It's crazy to think.
And then rice and beans does have a lot of rice and beans, rice and peas have a lot of
Yes.
history in a few different cultures
Right, like
as
even
well.
Hispanic.
Exactly.
But that's because we have this
But we need-
shared background.
we do, yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
And I think it's also interesting too how the conversation of Chinese techniques should be included in Jamaican food, because anything with stir fry or saute,
Well, the patty is a big wonton. It's a deep fried wonton. Come on, it's stuffed. And that's the other thing. Like when you think
Period.
about pasta, for example, and how that is the same as a noodle. Like what is that? Why is pasta fettuccine versus a lo mein?
No, yeah,
versus
I have
a
heard.
dumpling,
I have
which is
heard.
just a pasta not
Fold up
not
and
rolled all
stuffed.
the way out.
Yeah. I have
the
heard
same
that a
thing.
lot of, in the grand scheme of food history, there definitely is a lot of theories about how, in a way, Asia originated a lot of the food that we eat today.
Yeah.
And so, I just think it's pretty cool, because even I was reading another article and they were like, even the way that we cook akan saltfish now, where you kind of quick saute it, the idea of sauteing came from Chinese people,
Interesting.
came from the Asian community.
Oh, I love that.
So even just cooking up like a fried rice. If you think about it, when you're throwing day old rice with cabbage and corned beef, that's Chinese cooking. That's a Chinese technique right
Got
there.
it. There's another dish I make all the time called jajamian, which is pork and noodles. That's
Yeah.
the basic name of it, which I learned from a friend of mine who had a Chinese father. And, we make it all. It's very simple ingredients. It's pork mince. Or you can use pork belly. It's red striped bear.
Ooh,
You cook it
Jamaican
down.
Chinese.
It's garlic and black bean paste. And you finish it off with like a, like a peanut sauce, which
Yeah.
is just peanut butter and water.
yeah.
And you serve it over spaghetti. I imagine originally it would
It
have
was
been over
noodles.
noodles, but we didn't maybe have the noodles, so
Back
it
then,
became
yeah.
spaghetti.
Yeah.
And literally, and then you serve it with cucumbers chopped on top.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you this is one of my family's favorite meals ever, when I cook it, they lose their
Go
minds.
crazy.
But it's literally, I said it the other day because my son was like, "Oh man, this is so good," and I was thinking about how affordable it was to make it, so cheap to make, and I was like, say a poor people food is a Chinese poor people food is a street food is even, and he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah," I was like, every culture has that thing
Yeah.
that we can just whip up and put together and it tastes damn good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's one of them. Like
Yep.
jajamian is so good. You guys need to try that one.
I think
Love it.
another creator, Jay, he did a jajamian.
That's right.
Yeah.
With and that's who I want to credit for it is Robin Lim Lumsden. She did the Belcore.
Yes.
She's who introduced me to that recipe.
Yes,
And I
that's great.
bastardize the recipe. Yeah. Every time I see her talk about it, her and her sister Mira, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Please, like, forgive me that I make it this way. But that's what you do with recipes.
Yep.
You then make it your own.
Put your own spin on
Yeah.
it. You put your own spin on it for sure. So we would have thrown to the ad to go buy cat food.
Oh my.
And Tammy brought up the fact that is a dangerous ad. A dangerous way to throw the ad in this chat, right?
It has to enter the chat though.
No,
We have
we're
to
gonna
talk
talk
about
it.
it.
Come have it right
Yeah,
here, so.
yeah.
So
It hurt my heart.
no, you wait for the news that I'm about to drop on you.
I don't want to hear it.
Because I was shook when I found this news, and it's not what you think it is.
I bet I know what it is.
So you know that there is a rumor
Yeah.
that Chinese people eat domesticated animals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that rumor. Let it be known.
Same. It really hurts my heart.
Stop. Said foolishness
But
about
hold
people.
on.
But
Dead.
so here's the tea though. Here's the tea. The tea is that we all did, Tammy.
I know it's a patty, don't it?
It's not the patty.
What is it?
We all did.
The goat? What is it?
In 1739.
Not we. No, we wasn't here.
We, our people.
Okay.
We the people.
Which
you know?
one of us people? The Jamaican people or the Chinese
The
people?
enslaved Africans
Our
were
people.
eating cats in these Jamaican, well, not streets, the cane fields, right?
Because you had to.
And they said it tasted very similar to rabbit. So, and you know, rabbit was a big. It was a big
But guys,
meat
that
back
was
then.
different. That was a necessity.
No, it wasn't
right?
a necessity
No.
for them.
Maybe it was, right?
But there was actually so back then in these records there was actually more. It was more convincing to eat cat than dog.
Oh,
However,
I wonder why.
However, eating dog was a very common practice in West Africa for a
Okay.
very long time.
But this is what I want to ask you because I don't know this. Isn't it common practice for some provinces where where it is okay, like they raise
Yes.
dogs and cats for the
For-
purpose
right,
of,
and so
meaning it's not
it's-
domestic. It's not like you
it's
say,
not- it's not your
like you
house
say,
dog.
shh, shh, come here.
It's like
with your cat name.
goats and cows.
But
They're
that's what
raised to be
right.
eaten.
So that's where I always find it very tricky, right? Because that's fine. You raise your animals to do it. Don't trick me into eating no dog or
Yeah,
cat, please.
yeah.
That's the first thing. But I do hate that it's like always like that underlying thing.
For Chinese people.
For Chinese people,
And
that
it's-
is there.
I think it's unfair because, as I said, it was a common practice in West Africa, which means that many of our ancestors were doing
But
it.
let's stop there.
It's also something that the Taino people used to do.
Let's stop there. We eat goats.
There you go.
And I find goats to be very similar in size
and cute.
Oh, no.
I think goats are cute.
This conversation is very real. But I have always eyes going bad. But I always struggle with goats a little because I'm like, wow, it really is similar in
It's a cute
shape
little
and
cuddly,
size.
you know. Yeah, I agree.
And by the way, goats eat anything.
I know.
Yeah, it took me a long time to eat goat, though, I won't lie.
No, me did I eat
Yeah,
goat from
but
a
now
barn.
I will not pass up a good plate of curry goat. And my dad makes the best manish water I've ever had.
I will say my Chinese side of the family, they love a curry goat and they love a manish water.
Yeah.
They for Christmas dinner, like in our family group chat, they'll like drive around with the goat. Like if Christmas is the 25th, they'll have the goat from December.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, the goat is coming out on a drive with us. Like them pamper the goat.
Oh no, I have
terrible.
terrible.
Get picture of the goat.
I have a terrible memory of a goat and my cherry tree. Yeah, it's not good. But again, that's the thing. Like that's something that like my dad was never afraid of, concerned with. Like we gonna have a goat hanging from the tree later,
Facts.
and the goat has to drain.
Yeah.
And meaning I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. we just be out here living.
We be out here living. But
like, is a goat not hanging from your tree, Rebecca?
Maybe Rebecca. Any comment, Rebecca?
Literally, Rebecca is my childhood best friend.
But yeah, so I found it also interesting with the same dog thing. So it would have come up. I think the whole idea in Jamaica of Chinese people eating dogs came up around the 1970s. And
it making you nasty and it feeding into a narrative of kind of like that vibe. Yeah.
But what is interesting is that root, well, if it's a rumor or not, but that rumor would have come up around the same time that in America they started to demonize MSG. Which, it's
an interesting topic.
If you pull it apart, a lot of that demonization of MSG was very xenophobic. Mm-hmm. It was very like othering because in a way, the white people in the US.
What a thing to pick on the MSG though.
Yeah, of all the things, right?
Pick on salt.
So I don't know. To me, it was like in looking at it from a historical lens, it was like okay, so
eye-opening.
We see that the Americans are kind of hating on Chinese cuisine. Right. Should we kind of just follow suit and accuse the Chinese people of eating dog? I don't know, but. Is it a coincidence?
Otherness
or,
again.
Yeah,
it's like, but I won't lie. The other day, I saw the whole thing with the iguanas in.
Yeah.
But apparently, it's like very normal to eat iguanas in some places.
Oh yeah, not even in some places far in the Lesser Antilles.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them have the iguana.
Yeah, but it is crazy that I also on a regular day had cow cod.
There you go.
And a cow tongue.
There
from
you go.
time to time. Like, so I said to people all the time.
And people say lobsters are roaches of the sea.
When people look at, I remember when the wine soup video went out and people are like, da, da, da. And I was like, I don't know why anybody's finding this strange. We literally eat goat head soup.
Yeah.
And
you will be drinking the soup and find the teeth.
Yeah.
Not even the teeth, the whole jaw.
My point is, I think we all need to take a step back and be less judgmental more curious.
I agree.
And it could
And it's okay if you don't want to try it, Tommy.
Absolutely.
It's okay. I'm not force feeding anything to anybody.
Yeah.
But I think there needs to be just more open-minded
and
approach.
Unless something is like morally wrong,
right?
It doesn't
like I'm sorry, I draw the line at cannibalism. Like if you
there you go,
absolutely.
But meaning, I think we have to be careful how we decide that something makes a whole entire people nasty or bad.
Like,
and we do it all the time with all kinds of things, not just
it's
food.
not just food, and it's not just Asian people. It's everyone. It's everybody. Yeah. It's everybody. So to round out our little chat
are we
here,
almost? Oh my God, we're at the end.
We have been chatting and yapping.
I hope your editor know what I'm do.
We have been chatting and yapping.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to bring
the chins and the chungs have been yapping. That's funny.
I wanted to bring. So I don't know if you've seen on TikTok. There is this Asian. Well, she's Chinese. This Chinese content creator in the States. Her name is Sherry. Big up yourself, Sherry. And she's
What's her TikTok name?
Sherry.
Oh, okay.
And she's been.
I wasn't sure Sherry had another name.
No, man, Sherry.
Okay, got it.
But she's been teaching everybody how to be a Chinese baddie.
Oh.
So if you end up on that side of
Okay.
TikTok, you'll see like a lot of like American, like Black American people being like, yeah, so I woke up in 2026 as Chinese. Because everybody's Chinese now, because Sherry is imparting the Chinese wisdom.
All right, like what?
So I
I
want to go through, I would say, the 5 main points that Sherry has shared. Of course, if you go on our Instagram, she'll break down things further. But these are the 5 main points that everybody's trying to know. Integrate into their lives.
To be a baddie.
To be a Chinese baddie.
Okay, got it.
And I
Where's
just want
Sherry
to know,
from?
Her family is from China. Yeah. But she's very American.
Oh, she's American.
She's American.
Okay, so how to be an American Chinese baddie.
Right.
Because I feel like a Jamaican-Chinese baddie might be different.
Very different.
Okay.
But I'm very curious on what you think of these 5 thoughts. And do you do them? Is Tammy a Chinese baddie? Here we go. The first one is that every Chinese baddie should drink hot water every morning.
Not happening. Unless you mix that with some coffee, not happening.
So sometimes Sherry will put lemon and ginger in her hot water.
Lose me.
There you go. So
Me not even drink the tea when you go to a Chinese restaurant where them give you the dim sum. Me not in them bag of grass in my something.
Oh, I love
it.
That. Actually, that's one of the few times I really accommodate non-sweet tea.
Me not love it.
All right. The next one is that you never walk barefoot at home.
What is she talking about?
Like you always have, like you have a house slippers.
Oh no. That's
See,
where
I have my house slippers.
I do wear my slippers from time to time, but when I think of like even my dad, he's always barefoot. And so we were always barefoot.
Yeah. Well, growing up, my dad was also always barefoot.
I'm not doing good at this Chinese baddie stuff.
We are not Chinese baddies. The third
my
thing.
My grandmother, she always had on slippers.
There you go.
Oh, I could hear them dragging right now. Yep. Okay.
There you go.
Got it.
The third thing is that you boil apples and spices in the morning. It's supposed to. Maybe we should start trying it. It's supposed to help relieve fatigue.
Does Sherry have any kids?
No, Sherry is younger than me.
Okay, I'm boiling porridge in the morning.
Well, if you throw apples and spices in there, it might count.
I like it.
Then you should walk 10 to 15 minutes after every meal.
Wow, guys.
Every meal.
I'm shaping up to be just not a baddie.
Not a baddie. I mean, I think that's a good goal.
That's a great idea.
But
I don't do it. Yeah, okay.
And then the last one, which I know this just discount every single Jamaican Chinese baddie.
Okay.
You're never supposed to sleep with wet hair or with a fan. Crazy.
No fan?
No fan.
I can understand about the wet hair part.
They say that, she says that when you're asleep, your body is the most vulnerable.
No, but if me sleep with wet hair, I might get sick.
But the fan though.
No, I need a fan.
Like you're not supposed to sleep in cold, period. You're supposed to just exist.
No.
Me don't know where Sherry.
I like to feel that little breeze move in the air. Like
Same.
I love that.
I love a comfortable.
Well, maybe we should do something about how to be a Jamaican Chinese baddie. First of all.
Yeah.
Number one. Can't make joke.
I was just gonna say number one joke.
I can't make joke.
I also can't make joke.
I can't make joke. But I know somebody who makes good jokes.
I don't love the joke at Dragon Court is very good.
Okay, the joke at Golden Fountain is my favorite.
Ooh, yeah. I haven't had that one.
Their dim sum is awesome too.
I've had their dim sum before.
Where's your favorite dim sum? I see you like dim sum. I like your shirt.
My favorite, I'm not gonna lie, my dim sum spot is Dragon Court.
Really?
I'm an OG.
I haven't been there for years.
OG Dragon Court. I feel like I've gone other places and it's okay.
Yeah.
But
Wayne is always upset that I ordered the exact same thing every time.
No, but you must.
I was like, what else would I do?
That is a must.
Yeah.
Love it. I agree. My boyfriend is also like, let's just order one
May I ask you this?
thing.
And maybe this is like going out to the powers that be.
Yeah.
Dim sum every day?
Yeah. Why would only do dim sum on a Sunday?
Dim sum every day? I mean, I would take Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I would eat dim sum for dinner.
I would take Saturday, Sunday. I think this is a business opportunity that's being missed. I think we need a place dedicated to dim sum.
But you know that dim sum in Chinese culture is not a Sunday breakfast thing.
No, it's not. It's a breakfast thing.
It's just every day.
It's every day.
Like,
but
it's
even
a
if
lifestyle.
you go to America, you can get dim sum every day.
Yeah.
When I lived in Atlanta, dim sum every day.
Yeah. I went to dim sum in Chinatown in New York.
You know, I can't go to Chinatowns.
One of the best.
I have a hard time with Chinatowns. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a sensory
overload. It was me, and I was right here against my head.
Maybe we can go together one day.
Was the fish tank, with the squid.
That's the other thing. I don't really want to meet the food. I don't want to meet the food.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
But anyways, Tammy, thank you so much.
Enlightening.
For, coming to yap with me. It was great. And honestly, there are so many more things that we could chat about.
It's so nice to meet you in this way and realize and remember that even though our stories are very different, we have so many similarities in the being born and raised in the middle of cultures, of ethnicities, of races, of countries, of continents. We're in the middle. And it can sometimes feel like a very lonely place that we can't really explain all the time because it doesn't feel valid.
Yeah.
But when I get to speak to people like you, and hopefully for anybody watching that has felt that way, that they get some sense of like, you know what? I get that.
A little validity, a little belonging.
We belong.
I hope we feel like home to some other Chinese,
and remind
Jamaican
people that
out there.
this is my favorite thing. You belong to you. You belong to yourself, and that is the most important thing.
I agree.
So there you go.
Absolutely.
we belong in a restaurant. Girl, that's how you be a Chinese baddie. Go eat out.
I agree. All right, Tammy, well, thank you so much.
Thank you too.
And guys, until next time, I'll see you in the WongaPod.